Hi everyone, welcome to Ivy Spiritual Messages and Tarot. If you're new to the channel, welcome, and if this message resonates with you, please consider supporting the channel by clicking subscribe and hit the notification bell so you'll be notified whenever I'm uploading my next video or whenever I'm going live next for my tarot reading session. Please also don't forget to comment and let me know how the message resonates with you, and by doing so you will also be eligible for monthly giveaway reading, which I will be start doing by end of this month. If this message doesn't resonate with you, as will be a collective energy reading, please consider checking other readings such as the pick a card readings or the old zodiac monthly readings, which I will link the readings, the videos on the top here. Alright, so without further ado, let's get into the reading. So for today, I'm going to check out the collective energy. What does the full moon in Scorpio, which just happened yesterday on May 7th, will be bringing us? What kind of blessing, what kind of the things that will be happening after the full moon here. Alright, so the first card that fell for the collective is Ace of Pentacles, and then the Page of Cups, and then the last card that fell here is the Ten of Cups. So from these three cards here is pretty amazing cards to begin with, because Ace of Pentacles is basically indicating a new solid beginning. So I do feel like as a collective we will have lots of new beginnings, new solid offer that you could be getting either in work or as well as relationship, family, or love. So I do feel like some of you might even be getting job promotion or just finding a new way to earn money here with the Ace of Pentacle. This could also indicating that some of you also will be getting a new offer in love, a new solid offer in love, basically something that can be built in a much more stronger ground here. The Page of Cup is also indicating a new creative offer that is coming up, as well as the Ten of Cup here is basically indicating that what's the future outlook here. So I do feel like with these three cards, so mostly this is about love relationship reading. I do feel like this is also indicating that emotional fulfillment that will be there for us as the collective here. So those who are waiting for reconciliation, waiting for a union, I do feel lots of you will be hearing from your person or will be getting a message of reconciliation and reunion right after this full moon here. I do feel like there could also be a significant age gap between you and your partner with this Page of Cups. If not, this is also indicating that the offer that will be coming up towards you from your past person or from your current partner here will be something of a small nature at first, but that offer can be built into a much more stronger ground, especially with this Ace of Pentacles, basically indicating a solid foundation here. So I do feel like as long as the foundation is good, the offer, no matter how small it is, it can be built into something big. And as the last card we have here is the Ten of Cups, which is indicating ultimate wish fulfillment here, emotional fulfillment, happy home, happy family. This is really a good omen to begin with. All right, so let's get into more of what this Ace of Pentacles. I've got the Two of Cups, again a soulmate connection here. So I do feel like this is mostly about a soulmate or twin flame connection and a love connection. I do feel like this offer that you will be getting has to do something from a past person, from your soulmate that you haven't heard from here. Again, I do feel like reconciliation that will be happening. As for the sign here, I'm getting Earth sign, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, as well as water sign, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces as for now. So I do feel like you will be hearing from this person will be coming forward out of nowhere, because as the next card that I've got here is the Knight of Swords. So I do feel like you will be hearing from this person out of nowhere, and this person will be coming up towards you, wanting to give you a new offer, wanting to express, or they will be expressing that they want to have an equal give and take between the two of you here. So this is air energy, Aquarius, Libra, Gemini, and this is also indicating that this offer or this person that will be coming up towards you here will be something that you never expected here. Like, this will happen when you less expected. So these messages will be coming in, or this person will just be showing up at your door suddenly here, and just express that, okay, I'm sorry for leaving you, or I'm sorry for hurting you here, and here I am, I want to get this relationship another chance, and I promise that I will be good for you, and like basically expressing on how they've missed on you and how they want to take this relationship into a much more further ground here. All right, and then the next card that I've got here is the Death card, which is again indicating two movement card that they're already here, the Knight of Swords and the Death, which is indicating lots of movement that are there within the two of you here. So I do feel like this Death card is basically indicating a transformation, a rebirth. So whatever happened in the past here, this is could also be for those who are currently in the relationship, but the things are just not going as fast as you wanted it to be, or things are just not moving forward as you expected it to be. This Death card is basically indicating a rebirth or transformation that will be there coming up between you and your partner. So with this two quite fast energy that I've got, the Knight of Swords, the fastest energy in the deck, as well as the Death card, I do feel like there will be lots of transformation, fast changes that will be coming up between you and your person here. All right, and the next card that I've got here is the Hangman, which is a Pisces card. So you could be dealing with Pisces or have a strong Pisces in your chart. This Hangman is basically indicating the ability to surrender and let go completely. Do not even basically as you can see here, this person is just hanging upside down, and he's pretty okay with that. So I do feel like this is where most of us need to be right now, this ability to just surrender and let go and do not care what is the outcome here, and just giving out all our trust into the divine, into the universe, God, angels, ancestors, spirit guides, whoever you want to believing in. So I do feel like for most of us here as the collective, many of us are still struggling to surrender and let go, and I do feel like this is where like we are need to be right now as a collective after this full moon energy here, is to basically just surrender to the divine, surrender to this transformation and rebirth that has been going through. So as soon as you surrender here, as soon as you just let go of everything, because the next card that I've got for you is the Seven of Cups, which is indicating lots of confusion in your mind. So I do feel like many of us have this choices or have this confusion. I'm just not sure, okay, I've been waiting for so long here, but things are just not happening. Is this even happening? All right, like is the reconciliation even happening? I've been waiting for 1 year, 2 years, 3 years. Like many of us have been even waiting for more than 10 years at this point of time. So lots of this doubts, lots of this confusion that you have within your mind here that you need to let go. So this is what the Hangman and the Seven of Cups that is indicating here. All right, so I do feel like once you let go, once you completely surrender, once you like totally let go of your confusion, totally let go of your inner ego that want to rusting or want to have a control here, and then the healing will be coming up as the Star card here, which is indicating wish fulfillment. So you have the wish around you here, like this person, like this transformation, this reconciliation is already in your doorstep. So only one step that you need to take here is just completely letting go of all this thought, completely letting go of all of this confusion, of all of this inner ego that want to force things, you know, like, and basically just to let things flow, especially after this full moon in Scorpio. This is again basically a good place to start meditation, good place to start manifestation here. And with this talk, it's also indicating healing. So once you let go of that, once you surrender to the divine, and then the healing will be coming in, as well as the transformation and rebirth with the Death card. And the bottom of the deck, we have the Sun card, which is again indicating ultimate happiness that will be there. So the Sun with the Ten of Cups, this is basically ultimate wish fulfillment in all level, not just emotional here. So all you need to do at this point of time here to again make the reconciliation happen quite fast is basically to surrender, to let go to the divine, and just like let go of all the confusion, let go of all the thoughts that you might be having within yourself here. All right, so let's look at what's the Page of Cups here about. The next card that I've got here is the Wheel of Fortune. Again, I do feel like this offer that will be coming up from your person is something that will change the entire course of action that you have been waiting for here. Like all of this sadness, all of this the sadness that you have been going through, the fear that you've been going through, this is basically a new chapter, a tons of event in your direction which will will grant you 100% success, especially with the Sun card that we have before here. So I do feel like again you just need to completely let go, completely to surrender to the divine, because the next card that I've got here is the Four of Swords, which is indicating a resting period. So I do feel like for you right now, like all of this quite fast movement energy coming up towards you right after this full moon in Scorpio. At this point of time, you just need to surrender, let go, and even rest. Like all of this worry, all of this overthinking, all of these thoughts that you've been having in your mind, all of this second guessing, all of this indecisiveness, all of this confusion, you know, like even all of this, again, there could even be a little bit of you're just unsure. I mean, like, is this even going to happen? And you've just been going back and forth about it, and you're just going to keep overthinking and being over worrying yourself here. Like you've been waiting for so long, and you're just not seeing any progress coming up towards you. So I do feel like you just completely need to let go of that. You need to rest all your worry, you need to rest all of your overthinking, because the Wheel of Fortune is here, and this offer that will be coming up from your person is definitely going to change the entire course of actions. I do feel like this person is also waiting for a good luck, waiting for that one push from the universe to just make them move towards you here. All right, and the next card that I've got for you is the Five of Wands, which is indicating inner conflict. So I do feel like both you and your person are having this inner conflict at this point of time. Again, this inner conflict of confusion, this inner conflict of just keep going back and forth. Should I just let go of this? Should I just move on? Or is this even happening? How much longer should I be waiting here? You might even be second guessing yourself. You might be even like trying to convince yourself that no, this is not happening, this is just all in my head, you know, like that kind of energy going back and forth here. So I do feel like there is an inner battle going on between yourself and as well as your partner here. So this is inner self of your subconscious mind trying to overcome your ego here. So this is the battle of your ego and your intuition or your subconscious mind here. And for you to be able to listen clearly, so which one are you going to listen now? Are you going to listen to your intuition, or are you going to listen to your ego? And with this chaotic mind that's been going on within yourself here, with this chaos, with this inner conflict that's been going on within your life here, it's just going to make you even more confused. Like you're just going to be unsure. All right, which voice am I supposed to listen now here? So first of all, you need to calm down all of these conflicts, all of these fights that's been going on within yourself, and how you need to let go of that. And how you need to do that, you need to completely let go and completely rest. All right, this Four of Swords is basically indicating a resting period. The sooner you take this resting period, the more clear that you will understand what your intuition is trying to tell you. And I do feel like most of us also have high intuition here, because I've got most of the cups, which is emotion, and intuition here, which is speaking of empath. So I do feel like as the collective, those who are listening to it could even have this empathic ability. So as soon as you listen to your intuition, as soon as you rest and listen to your intuition, you will even have this inner knowing already. Okay, something big is going to happen right after this full moon. Lots of reconciliation, lots of, you know, like going back and forth, speaking with your loved one from the past here. All right, and the next card that I've got for you is the Knight of Cups, which is indicating wish fulfillment. So yeah, I do feel like once you silence, or once you silence this conflict that's been going on within yourself, you will realize that this person is your wish fulfillment. And I also feel like there is definitely a high level of soulmate connection, if not a twin flame connection, because I do feel like could be the mirroring of each other here. So once you calm down your inner voice here, and then the other person will also be triggered to doing so, and once they be triggered to doing so, then they will realize that you are their wish fulfillment. And this is the push that your person needed. This is the push that the universe will be given to your person to let them come towards you with this new romantic offer, with this new reconciliation offer here. And once they do that, once they have silenced the inner conflict that they're having, once they have realized that you are their wish fulfillment here, and they are coming up towards you with a new offer, which I do feel like they're going to come a quite fast manner. I've got the chariot here, which is indicating Cancer. Could be in your chart or in the chart of someone who is significant towards you here. All right, so this chariot is also indicating a fast moving energy. You've already got so many fast movement energy here with the Death card, the Knight of Swords here. This chariot could also be indicating sometimes during the Cancer season, which is the middle of June until mid of July. So I do feel lots of this energy, lots of this reconciliation will be happening. Lots of this reunion will be happening or will be taking place in 3D sometimes in June and July. But I do feel like right after this full moon, so from today until the Cancer season, you will be experiencing lots of shift in the energy, lots of transformation, lots of rebirth, and this is also goes with your person. So I do feel like they will be getting lots of synchronicities, lots of telepathic messages, lots of, you know, like aha moment from the universe that making them realize, okay, this person is my wish fulfillment. I need to get myself straightened out so I can go with them and express how much I love them and how much I want this reconciliation to happen here. This is what the Chariot means. And the last card that I've got here is the Three of Pentacles, which is indicating that once this person come in with an offer, no matter how much small it is, again, as we already got the Ace of Pentacles as the first card, which is indicating a new solid foundation, this Three of Pentacles for me is basically indicating that whatever offer your person will be coming up towards you here, it can be built on a much more stronger and a much more stronger and much more, you know, stable ground here at this point of time. So again, no matter how much small the offer that will be coming up from your person here, what you need to do here is basically try to, you know, as long as you don't see any immaturity, as long as you don't see any red flags here, I would say try to accept that. Even if they just want to come towards you as a friend for now, I would say, like, if this is what you want, like, just accept that, because I do feel like from now until the Cancer season, the beginning of the Cancer season, the beginning of middle of June or early June here, I do feel like there will be lots of changes, lots of transformation that will be happening, and then coming up in June and July, and then the relationship will be moving forward into a much stronger ground, into a much more stable ground here. All right, so that's it, and let's see what this Ten of Cups about. The first card that I've got for this Ten of Cups is the Knight of Cups. So again, I do feel like this is your person will be coming out with a romantic offer, romantic messages, or just like asking you out for a dinner or asking you out for like a romantic movie. But basically this is something like a message, like a romantic offer that will be coming up towards you here. And what is this offer about? Again, reconciliation, and they will be expressing that, okay, I want to have this happy home, happy family with you. Like, you are the person that I'm seeing to be the wife of my kids. Like, you are the person that I could see I could have a family with here. So, and then the next card that I've got here is the Queen of Swords, which is air sign again, Aquarius, Libra, Gemini. So I do feel like when this happened, you will be in this Queen of Swords energy. So I do feel like some of you might even be doubting if this person intention is real. You might be in this like, okay, no, I don't trust you. I'm not going to take any more bullshit. I have been waiting for you for so long, and you just come now like nothing has happened, and oops, sorry. And like you just come now like nothing has happened here. I mean, that kind of energy here. And I'm also getting like, for some of you, you could even be in this position of just you know, like having quite harsh in communication. So be mindful of your communication. You could come a little bit harsh, or you just like having this high wall up so you don't get hurt here again. And I do feel like this could be even why that your person is quite reluctant to come towards you, because they're just unsure on like they're basically just unsure of how you will accept them, how you will be accepting that offer here. And the next card that I've got here is the Five of Pentacles. So I do feel like you are coming out from the state of fear here. So for those of you who are in this Queen of Swords energy, who is, you know, like trying to not get so much into your emotion, or someone who is trying to, you know, not even like having like trying to be harsh with their communication because they just don't trust this person here. This is could be coming up from the state of fear, because this Five of Pentacles is basically indicating like someone being left out in the cold. I do feel like you are just scared that this person will be leaving you again in the future, like they will just, you know, like they will just leave you left out in the cold, like they will just leave you again, they will just leave the relationship, or just, you know, like just not care for you. Because I do feel like you have been doing so many works, that you have been doing so many inner work, so many self-healing for you to come out of this Five of Pentacles to this Queen of Swords energy. So you have done so many works that you're just afraid to go back to that again, to that level again, to being that, okay, what if this person going to leave me out again, and then I will just going to be back at the square, like back to square one here. Like that's the fear that you actually been having here, and that could be why that also could be why triggering you to be in this Queen of Swords energy. And I do feel like your person is also a little bit, I would say, a little bit hard-headed or stubborn. So I do feel like this is where the ego clash that's been happening. As you are coming out from the place of fear, your person could even be reluctant to coming up towards you because they're just unsure on how you will react here. So they're trying to keep themselves within themselves here, like they're trying not to reveal them that much, because they're just trying to be cautious, and they're just trying to see, okay, how will this person react to me, like will they accept my offer, or will they try to, you know, try to belittle me, or they will be harsh with me here. So this Four of Pentacles also indicating someone who is trying to be stable, or someone trying to keep themselves in a stable ground here. Or this is could even be indicating like some financial issue, and like your person is dealing with some kind of financial issue, and once that financial issue is done, like once they have figured out all these financial issues or business or career issue that they have been having, and then they will be coming up towards you here. And the next card that I've got here is the Knight of Swords, which is indicating anxiety. So I do feel like both of you, again, I'm seeing like lots of mirroring energy here. This Knight of Swords is also indicating anxiety, having trouble sleeping. So either you or this person, or even both of you, could even be in this Knight of Swords energy, and like having lots of anxiety, trouble sleeping. And this could even be indicating the worry that we got in the previous card here. So I do feel like both of you need to lay down all your worries, and once one of you do that, the other person will get triggered to do that again. High level soulmate and a twin flame connection that I'm seeing here. Alright, the next card that I've got here is the Magician, which is indicating manifestation power. I do feel like both of you are actually trying to manifest this into reality. Both of you are trying to have this positive outlook. Especially your person is trying to have a very, very positive outlook, that once they come towards you, that you will be accepting them. So I do feel like, again, for those of you who are actually trying to manifest this person but actually having anxiety or having trouble sleeping or just over worrying here, this is also indicating for you that you need to let go of all of those thoughts here. You basically need to not, like, basically you just need to keep positive mindset, not a negative mindset here. And once you have negative mindset, it's just going to delay this manifestation to come towards you. And the next card that I've got here is the Queen of Wands, fire sign, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Could be in your chart or in the chart of someone significant towards you. So this Queen of Wands is also indicating that this is how your person sees you here, like as someone who is sexually attractive, as someone who is bold, someone who is fearless. And this is also indicating that you need to be in this Queen of Wands energy, not in the Queen of Swords energy, in a sense that you need to show compassion when this person coming in towards you. Like, just try to be humble yourself. Do not have any harsh communication. Do not be so harsh with your words, but just try to listen up to them, and, you know, at the same time also have your boundaries. All right, so this is basically indicating someone who has a balance of their boundaries as well as of their compassion here. And the next card that I've got here is the Fool card, which is indicating a new journey that will be coming up between you and this person. So I do feel like once both of you figure out on how to, like, once both of you figure out that how to control yourself or how to healing yourself without getting triggered here. What's coming up next is definitely an indicating of a new journey that will be coming up between you and this person. This Fool card is also indicating that both of you need and will be needed to take a leap of faith towards this new journey. So basically you will be asking to to just trust this person, that they're not going to leave you again like they did in the past, and they have completely changed here. So yeah, again a new journey that will be coming up between the two of you here. And I do feel like your person will be someone who is of a faithful companion here. And the last card that I've got for you is the Lovers card, which is again indicating a divinely guided person, a high level soulmate, or a twin flame connection. So I do feel like, yeah, this person wants to be with you, this person wants to have this reconciliation with you, and once you have decided on that, there will definitely be a reconciliation. And once that reconciliation happens, as you can see here, the bottom of the deck, the Star card, the Three of Pentacles, and the Lovers card. So I do feel like lots of healings that will be coming up between you and your person, as you can see here, the Star card, the Three of Pentacles, as well as the Lovers card here. So I do feel like lots of healing that needed to take place here, and this is also indicating that you have lots of wish around you. So I do feel like once this healing done, that is when you will be taking out, that is when this wish that will be coming up towards you here. And what is this wish about? What is this healing is going to bring about here is the Three of Pentacles, which is indicating a relationship built in a much stronger ground and much more stable ground here. Like you will have the foundation, like much more better foundation than what happened in the past. And the Lovers card is basically indicating a reunion, a reconciliation, and both of you are meant to be with each other here. All right, so that's what coming up for you after that's the energy of the full moon in Scorpio. We're going to close up the reading with advice card as well as channel messages here. So the first card for advice is karma, which is indicating just letting the karma take place. So just basically indicating that let go, surrender to the universe. Just let whatever meant to happen happened here. All right. So this is also indicating that whatever, basically just keep putting out the good deeds, just keep putting out the good karma into the universe, because that's what you will be getting back here. This is also indicating just letting the divine take its course. Do not force it. Do not be up all in our ego trying to force it or trying to interfere it, but just letting it be, and just letting it take its place here. And the next card that I've got here is the Ace of Wands, which is indicating a restore passion or restore a new beginning that will be there between you and your partner. So I do feel like with this reconciliation that will happen, this is also going to indicate that once this reconciliation happens, once they express that they want to, like, this relationship will be built into a much more stronger and much more stable ground here. This Ace of Wands is also indicating that the restore passion will be there, a new beginning will be there, as well as we already got the Ace of Pentacles in the beginning of the reading. So two aces is basically indicating a new beginning. One is of a solid offer and one also of a restore passion, a restore new beginning here that will be happening between the two of you. And the next card that I've got here is the Lovers. All right, so it's pretty good, the Lovers, clarifying the Lovers. So this is basically a double confirmation that there will be a reconciliation happening. This is also indicating that the two of you are divinely guided to be together, a high level soulmate, if not a twin flame connection between the two of you. All right, so definitely a reconciliation that will be happening between the two of you. That's what this full moon energy is going to take place. Alright, so let's look at the channel message here. The first channel message that I've got is trust in the divine timing. Again, you just need to let go of the ego. You just need to surrender to the divine and just let the nature take place here, and always trust in the divine timing. The timeline that I'm getting here is sometime between the Cancer season, but if you want it to happen faster, again, be mindful of your thought, the power of the mind. The more you think positively, the sooner this reconciliation will happen. But overall, is trust in the divine timing and just do not rush it, do not interfere it. Meanwhile, just heal yourself, focus on yourself here. Let go of all of this all of these things that is no longer serving you. Rest, let go of the ego, let go of this anxiety, let go of this over worrying here. So lots of healings needs to take place first before this reconciliation happened. And the next card that I've got here is, again, do not feed the ego. So yeah, you definitely need to heal. Go within and heal yourself. And this is also indicating that once this communication happened, because the first card that I've got here is the Page of Cups, which is, if there is not a significant age gap, this is could indicating immaturity. So try to not be feeding each other ego here. So again, I do feel like that could also be an ego clash, as I've done in the third card here. Like there could be an ego clash between the two of you. So one of you need to humble out yourself. Do not feed the other person and the other person ego, and as well as let go of your own ego here. And the next channel message that I've got here is soulmate and twin flame connection. Again, just a confirmation of what that I've been saying before, that this is a definitely high level soulmate connection, or if not, definitely a twin flame connection that is happening here. And as for the guidance message, we got the go within. So again, surrender, go within, let go of anything that's no longer serving you. Completely trust in the universe here. And the next card that I've got here is ego again. So do not feed the ego and ego. Yeah, I do feel like there is lots of ego battle going on between you and your person. So both of you actually needs to work out on your ego. And I do feel like this is one of the things that you need to heal first before actually moving into the reconciliation, as the next card that I've got here is actually heal. All right, so I do feel like, yeah, lots of healings that needs to take place first here. Healing your ego, healing the past wound and trauma, healing the fear of this person will not be true to you, or basically just healing the fear of being left out in the cold here, healing all this past wound and past trauma that might have been caused by your person or the relationship before your person here. So overall, the message that I've got here, what's coming up for you after this full moon in Scorpio, is definitely a reconciliation. For those who are going through a soulmate, a twin flame connection, a reunion will be there. But you need to go within yourself first. You need to let go of all of those things that's no longer serving you. Your ego, your fear, basically lots of healings need to take place first within yourself, and then the other person will get triggered to do so. All right, so that's what the collective energy reading on what the full moon is going to bring up for us as the collective. I hope the message resonates. If it does, please don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell so you'll be notified whenever I'm uploading my next video or whenever I'm going live for next tarot reading session. Please also let me know in the comment section on how the message resonates with you. By doing so, you will also be eligible for a monthly giveaway, which will be starting by end of this month. All right, thank you so much for tuning in. I hope the message resonates, and I will see you in my next video. Stay safe and be blessed. Have a good day. Bye bye.